Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I'm certain that everyone seated here, and indeed Nigerians at large, have witnessed the seismic shifts that have taken place within the nation's foreign exchange market over the course of the last several days, and the strengthening of the Nigerian naira against the United States dollar. This is clearly the direction all of us have wanted to head in, and we are very sober to the fact that this is no time to rest or to clap. This is a time to deepen our efforts, to dig in, and to work harder, which is why His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved a series of interventions to ensure that we see a mass strengthening of the Nigerian naira against all other global currencies. One is His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to communicate very clearly to our people that there has never been a more important time in our history to actively agree together that we will patronize and purchase made in Nigeria products across all value chains, across all sectors. There is an intentionality that we must have on this issue, that we want a strong currency. We want the spending power of our people to go up. We want every naira and kobo we earn to be more valuable, not just here, but when we travel abroad. The way to achieve that is by doing just this. In addition to that, His Excellency, Mr. President, beyond the appeal to Nigerians to actively and intentionally make that decision every day to patronize made in Nigeria products and services across the board, he is also wanting to ensure that Nigerians fully understand that the momentum that we are now seeing with respect to the strengthening of our currency is not going to slow down. The efforts that Mr. President has put in place with collaboration with other agencies of government, as well as the Central Bank of Nigeria, in dealing decisively with sharp practices on certain cryptocurrency trading platforms, dealing decisively with sharp practices within the parallel market of the foreign exchange ecosystem, that these things are now yielding fruit. What we now will need to see is an active effort on the part of our people to blow the whistle wherever they see any of these sharp practices taking place, to communicate with the agencies directly that deal with these issues, and understanding that this is not a government versus malign actors issue. This is a Federal Republic of Nigeria versus malign actors issue. And the activities of these actors negatively impact everybody seated in this room and everybody watching this broadcast, and all Nigerians both at home and abroad. So all of us have to take up the mantle and agree that we will collaborate together to deal with these issues. Second of all, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to communicate to our people that he is not going to rest on his oars until, if there is such a time that would come, when, let me rephrase that, I said that the wrong way. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to ensure that our micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises in the country have what they need to get through this difficult period, which is why he has approved the Presidential Conditional Grant Scheme, in which over 1 million Nigerian businesses will be empowered with conditional grants. This is money they will not have to pay back, of up to 50,000 naira per nano enterprise, with over 1,000 nano enterprises being selected and granted these funds within each and every local government area of the Federation. 1 million nano enterprises. In addition to that, over 150 billion naira is being dispersed from the Bank of Industry and SMEDAN on single-digit interest rate loans of up to 2 million naira to hundreds of thousands of small and medium-scale enterprises across all local government areas of the Federation. And of course, the President is determined to ensure that we steer lending toward labor-intensive and inclusive developing sectors of the economy, ensuring that sectors like agriculture and manufacturing get the bulk of lending moving forward. Sectors like construction, the same thing. We want to ensure that those industries and sectors that are massively employing our people are those industries that are prioritized with respect to government intervention, which is why the President has approved over 75 billion naira to be dispersed to 75 large-scale manufacturers across all states of the Federation. These are going to be manufacturers who employ over 1,000 Nigerians in each of their facilities and industries. We are going to ensure that they have the support that they need at the large scale so that Nigerian families who rely on these large-scale businesses are protected. We want to see our large-scale industries not just refuse to fire people, but to actively increase and expand their hiring at this difficult time. So the President is doing everything he can to ensure that he steps in to ease the burden on families, while also ensuring that he holds the public sector and the federal government of Nigeria accountable to prudent spending. Ensuring that we cut down drastically on travel expenditures, ensuring that with the temporary ban that is being put in place from April 1st on all but necessary foreign travel, we are expecting to save over 5 billion naira per quarter. This is going to be one out of several initiatives the President is taking to ensure that we reduce waste in the public sector in such a way that we can actually steer these very needed recurrent resources into the hands of those who are doing important work on behalf of the Nigerian people. For example, Nigerians are well aware that judicial officers in the country are going to finally have internationally competitive pay rates, salary scales, which is very important for us, very strategic in the sense that we can dramatically reduce the impact that corruption has always played in the judiciary, which has an impact on not just the ability of Nigerians to get effective justice in the country, but also to ensure that businesses who we are now asking around the world to invest in Nigeria have a judicial system that they can trust with respect to any litigation that could arise from business practice in the country. The effects are huge, and the President is taking a multi-sectoral and comprehensive approach to ensuring that we bring prudence to government expenditure at a time when we are restructuring the economy of the Federation in such a way that sectors that are employing our people, that are empowering our people, are those sectors that will be able to more easily access lending both commercially and from public sector sources. So the momentum of the Nigerian naira and its strengthening, Nigerians should expect that to continue. Yes, we understand that there's still going to be volatility to some extent, but we are seeing a lessening impact of that volatility. And as we move forward with the interventions Mr. President is making in the foreign exchange market and will continue to make, we will see increasing stability. And the last point we want to emphasize is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, while he's dealing decisively with the issue of the spending power of every naira and kobo that Nigerians are earning today, he is also ensuring that we bring a sustainable strength to the currency so that when we talk about a new minimum wage, because many of our people have asked government officials about when the new minimum wage is coming in, those negotiations are ongoing, but what we do not want is a situation in which the minimum wage continues to be what it has always been in the history of our country, which is a moving goalpost. If we do not get a firm grip on the value of our currency, and it continues to be a volatile, devaluing asset, then whatever we do with the national minimum wage is going to essentially become a moot point, a nullity. And so we are focused on ensuring that, yes, we arrive at a new minimum wage that states can afford, and that will deal with all of the needs of Nigerian families across the country. But we also want to ensure that what we peg it at is something that is sustainable over a number of years based on a long-term stability that we want to bring to the Nigerian naira with the interventions we're presently making. And this is the point that His Excellency Mr. President wants to emphatically make today. There is stability coming to the currency. We're getting closer to it. And when the new minimum wage comes into effect, it is going to be one that will be sustained over a long period of time by a stable Nigerian naira based on the interventions being made under his leadership. Thank you very much.